What up, YouTube? This is the Young Chevy Truck YouTube channel where I plan on showing you how to build a 1984 Chevy C10 truck that just burns rubber, ain't meant to be fast, and only meant to be fun for you. And this episode, today was really dead. I didn't really do much today at all, to be honest with you. And so I figured I'd do my top 10 cars that I have to own at some point in my life at least once. And I figured that this would be a dope little, video for other car YouTubers. So, first and foremost, Albino Rhino 392. If you're watching, you're nominated. You have to do your top 10 video as well when you get the chance. I just feel like that says a lot about the person, and so I think it would be dope if other car YouTubers got into it. And so, Albino Rhino, you're nominated. This list is kind of weird. It's not like, just because something is at the bottom of the list doesn't mean I don't like it. Or it doesn't mean I like it the least. It's just that everything that's on the top of the list is stuff that popped into my head first and foremost before any of that other stuff. So, I'm going to go down the list and I'm going to tell you why. All the different cars that really actually touch my soul and all the cars that I strive to have one day. So, let me go ahead and pull out my little list right here. So, I'm going to start from, what I'll buy last to what I'll buy first. So, alright, start it off. Mercedes AMG GT. And I know what you're thinking, Stone. Your young Chevy truck with an AMG GT. Yeah, I actually really like those. I think if I ever got big with this stuff, you know how Street Speed 717 went and copped that McLaren 570S. That would be like my McLaren 570S if I, really got some money in my pocket. That would be like the one I want. Because, you can still do like Hoonigan things in it. The motor's in the front still. I wouldn't get the GTR. I get the GTS because it doesn't have the rear steering. And I feel like sliding sideways with rear steering would be kind of weird. So, I think that's pretty much it for that one. So, alright. So, that was number 11. Number 10. A Camaro SS1LE. I think that Camaro SS1LE is so legendary. Shout out to Tall Guy Car Reviews. It's so legendary. Because, the fact that it can go toe-to-toe with most of the supercars of today, and it has fractions of the horsepower, I think that's so dope. It's just like, it almost reminds me of like a Miata, how dialed in it is. It doesn't have all the power in the world, but it doesn't need it. Not necessarily like directly compare. I know some sticklers on my YouTube channel are going to be like, why would you even compare those two? But I'm just saying the fact that they're so dialed in and they handle so well, but they don't have all the power in the world because that's just not what they're for. They're meant to handle like magic, and they do it well. So, Camaro SS1LE, I definitely want to own one of those at least one time in my life. And number 9, in the same breath, 2018 Camaro ZL1. I already talked about this. I think the Camaro ZL1 is the most aggressive looking car. I saw one for the first time. I saw one like stationary. It was parked at Cars and Coffee, and I didn't really think much of it. I thought, oh wow, that's cool. And then I saw it on the road, and I saw it actually move through traffic, and I was like, wow, it looks like it's like a NASCAR. It's so dope because that thing comes with a 10-speed, and it also comes with the 6-speed manual, and both of those transmissions are like, legendary, for lack of a better word. They're like 6-speed manual, the TR6060 or / the T56 6-speed manual. Those transmissions don't die, so it seems. And then they came out with the 10-speed auto for the auto guys, and it's just like, you really couldn't lose with either of the transmissions, to be honest with you. So I think that car is really cool. And then they got the LT4 from the Vet in it too, and they say the ZL1 is better than the first gen Z06. The Z06 has a reputation of being wild. I don't know if that's just me, but every time I see a review or something from it, they always say that the Z06 is wild and hard to handle. And it's funny because the Viper used to have that that stereotype to go along with it, but now the Z06 Vet does. Or at least that's what I've heard from like Motor Trend and like Car and Driver and stuff like that. The people who review them. They always say you'll end up putting it in a wall if you're not careful. So I think the ZL1 is just an awesome car all the way around. They ditched that old 8-speed and they got with the 10-speed for that one car. They didn't put it in anything else Chevy anyway, I don't think. They didn't put it in anything else Chevy yet, and they just put it in the ZL1, the king of the Camaros. Well, almost the king of the Camaros. But when you think about it, the ZL1 1LE doesn't come with an auto, so it really is technically, that's still the only one that, you know, comes with 10-speed. So moving on to the next one. Number 8, a Ford Raptor. I really think Raptors are amazing. I think I would still rather have the older generation just because it had the V8. And I'm a V8 guy. That's just kind of like how I roll. So I think the Ford Raptor is an amazing truck. The fact that it'll go 100 miles an hour off-road, like that's like pre-runner status truck that you can buy, you know, already done. And I think that's so cool because that's exactly what I'd be doing with mine if I lived out in Cali or Nevada or, I don't know, some desert town. I would be going nuts in a Ford Raptor. All right. So yeah, that's definitely a truck that I always liked. You guys are gonna think I'm so weird. A Koenigsegg Agera R. I kind of fell in love with the body of that car when I saw Need for Speed. I know the motors were, I think they faked it. They didn't have a real Agera R or real Agera Rs. They had like LS motors in them. I think they had like kit cars, but still, like I love that car so much. I remember I saw a test drive video of a guy who had all the stability controls and everything turned on, and he flicked it as hard as he possibly could, and the car just shook and kept itself straight with all the different like systems and stuff. And I just thought that was so cool. Like 100 miles an hour. I forget how fast he was going. He was going fast though. The test driver just did the old 1-2 Scandinavian flick with the wheel, and the thing said whoop, whoop, and stayed straight. I think that's so cool. Like a car with that much power, it's rear wheel drive, you know, and the power of a Bugatti. Like it's just like, how could you not think that's cool? So yeah, Koenigsegg Agera R, big favorite of mine. All right, number 6, the notchback Fox body. I think the notchback Fox body is literally like the biggest hood rat machine, and I think it is so dope because it's the lightest Mustang ever made, the Fox body. I think they're like what, 3,200 pounds or so, very very lightweight, and then they make power also. I mean, I'm not a fan of the fact that the 5-liter blocks literally split down the middle when you push more than 400 horses. So I think that's kind of whack. But other than that, you could get, you know, get a Dart motor, you know, Dart engine block or something like that, and, you know, rebuild that whole setup and be straight. But other than that, I think those cars are so cool. I don't know what it is about them, but they're just like I said, hood rat machines. They're so dope. I see them in every single sideshow video on Instagram ever, so I think they're dope. Right along with the, like what a Camaro SS of like the 4th generation, like the 2002 with the LS1, like those are dope. Yeah, that's surprisingly that generation Camaro isn't on this list right now. I'm not really a huge fan of those. I think the body lines are kind of weird, but I would buy one. I would buy one hands down because like motor and transmission, you know what motor and transmission they come with. So yeah, the F90 M5, which is ironically number 5. The F90 M5 is the coolest car in my opinion. As you guys saw in one of my older videos, you know what? I'll leave the link to that video in the description below so you guys can go check that video out. I drove a F10 M5 and I love that car so much. And then they brought out the all-wheel drive, the X-Drive system that you can turn on and off. I was like, sign me up. Like I have $100,000 just laying around. But like that car, that could be the daily for real. Like that could be the king level daily driver car. Small V8, gas mileage can't be too terrible. Come on now, it's a 4.5 liter. So the gas mileage can't be too terrible. It's probably a whole lot better than what I'm used to with a truck that's sitting outside. So I think that car is so cool because you can hit the all-wheel drive system like and drive through the snow, and then you can put that thing in 2-wheel drive and give it to your one too. You know, and that's so cool. And it's a 4-door. Like, how much better? What could you ask for? What more could you possibly ask for in a car? Honestly, besides that, besides a lower price, because $100,000 is a lot of cash money. But you know, all in good fun. I would buy one of those for sure if I ever, if I ever had the choice. I would definitely buy one for sure. All right, number 4. I'm pretty sure you guys are not surprised by this because I talk about them a lot. The Charger Hellcat. The Hell Kitty. That's a given. I really like Hellcats. I've driven a couple, due to certain circumstances. I drove a Hellcat I drove a Scat Pack really, like, quite spiritedly, I'll say, and I liked it a lot. Honestly, I could have just a Scat Pack and I would be very happy with that because I would just drive the poop out of it with a warranty on it, and if it pops, then so what? And I really like those cars a lot. It's funny because, like, you hear these new school muscle car guys talk about how, the gas mileage is so terrible. But, like, let me put it in perspective for you. Hellcats, at best, get like 20 miles to the gallon, right? You guys need to be thankful for that. Because, basically, what I'm saying is, the truck has a smaller motor and no supercharger, and the gas mileage is worse than a Hellcat. So new technology is a win, okay? Be thankful that you have new technology in a car like that, because your gas mileage is not that bad. If I get 12 miles to the gallon in the city, and you get 12 miles to the gallon in the city with double the horsepower that I'm gonna have, just be thankful. Like, just be thankful of what you have. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I definitely love Chargers and like the body lines of them. And it's funny because a lot of people, like, I don't hear a lot of people hate on those cars. If you hate on those cars, you just haven't driven one or you haven't seen one in person. That's the only thing that it could possibly be. I mean, literally. And then it's a 4-door too. As you can see, I'm a 4-door fan. You probably heard me say that in the M5 video. I'm a 4-door fan. I think it's so dope that you can just pull off with the whole gang in the back and go wherever. That's cool to me. That's so cool. So, yeah, Charger Hellcat or Scat Pack. I'm easy to please, man. I'll take a 392. Number 3. Now, you guys saw this one in the thumbnail. The 2015 Camaro Z28. The most incredible. I think that's like the dopest car. When I saw that car when I was in like the 10th or 11th grade, I think I was in the 10th grade or maybe the 11th. I can't remember. I played the lottery because I wanted to buy it really badly, and it was $75,000, and so yeah, you get the point. I thought that car was so cool. It was the first car to have 305s in the front. A Camaro. 305s all the way around. I'm a big fan of like a squared stance. Is that what it's called? Squared? When it's the same all the way around? I absolutely love that. Let me silence my phone. But I absolutely love like the fact that there's 305s all the way around. I think that's the dopest thing ever. And the fact that it was a car it had that same kind of flavor almost as the SS1 Elite of today. I really hate that they didn't come out with a Z28 of today, but it just makes that 2015 Z28 that much saucier and that much cooler to me. And the fact that it had the 6-speed, that's legendary. It's been in so many Camaros. That transmission has been in a lot of Camaros, guys. Like from 1993 all the way up until now. Like, dang, that's a lot of time. 1993 all the way up into 2018. They're probably a little different, but let's face it, when it comes down to it, they're still the 6-speed manuals at heart. I'm guessing they have to be though. They have to be the good old TR6060/T56 style that they've been using for a while now. That's all I've been hearing that they've been using. So, but the fact that it's got a 7-liter motor. Where else can you get a 7-liter V8? Anywhere. What other car company is making a 7-liter V8 and putting it in their car in 2015? Nobody. Like, you have so much room to grow and so much room to work with. You could have a 600 horsepower motor naturally aspirated with a 7-liter motor. Like, that sounds dope. You could have 500 horses at the wheels naturally with no turbocharger or no supercharger in sight. And I think that's amazing, to be honest with you. I wouldn't do that to my car, but it's just the fact that you have all that potential, 7 liters, it runs to 7,000 RPM. You have so many reasons to be happy with that car. And I would definitely buy one. I don't care if I can't see out of it at all. I want one. I would definitely buy one if I had the chance. But, you know, life. Okay, number 2. My truck. My Chevy truck that's sitting outside that we're not going to go see tonight because it's too dark. My truck is my original dream truck. For sure. If I could have a couple C10s, I would. I love C10s because, like, tell me, I dare any one of you to show me a car that you can raise up high and put fat tires on and go off-roading with it, and also a car that you can lower and still look good. You know what I'm saying? You can literally have it up high or down low or somewhere in the middle like mine, and it always looks good. And the functionality, too, that's the reason why I didn't get a car for my first car, because I knew I would want to take on lots of projects. So I told myself, all right, I'm going to get a truck that's dope, and it'll be like my muscle truck. And I'll get that and be happy with that. And I am very happy with that. And it's going to help me build, you know, many, many other things. But first, I got to get it built, and I got to get it moving. And also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my whole entire family fleet, we have basically one of everything. My dad has the van, my mom has the family sedan, my brother has the economy car, and at the time I didn't have the Sentra, so we had all of those different cars, so I wanted a truck so that the whole fleet was basically complete, and then we would be like, you know, you see where I'm going with that. I just thought it would be cool. Okay, and that leads me to the final number 1. My number 1 dream car that I would pass up for any one of these cars on this list. It is the 2nd gen Camaro, anywhere from 1978 to 1981. Those years are the dopest Camaro in my opinion. And I think those cars are really, really awesome. Like, the aftermarket following is insane for them nowadays too. So I really think that they're just dope vehicles, man. And I fell in love with them when I first saw Transformers 1, when I was 9 years old, I think. And you know, like 9 and 10 years old is a very vital, scary age for a car guy. I noticed that even Mike Finnegan said that the reason why he fell in love with the 55 Chevy is because he saw the Two-Lane Blacktop movie. So I kind of related to that. I was 9 years old, and I saw Transformers, and I saw that 2nd gen Camaro running from the cops, and I was like, that's dope. I thought it was the coolest car ever. And then I saw the later years of that generation, the 1978 to 1981, and I fell in love. I was like, these are so cool, because they're like right in the middle in terms of the look. Like, they borrowed the taillights almost from the 3rd gen, and they put them on the 2nd gen and have that nice long continuous light strip in the back. And then the front is more aggressive and the side is more aggressive. I just think it's a cool car. Some people think they're ugly, some people think they're just awkward, and a lot of people look at me funny when I tell them that that's the car I want, but they just don't understand. That's just what I want. That's what I need in my life, is that car. And ultimately, this channel will be a lot about the truck, and it'll also be a lot about that car, because I do want to get one, and I wanted to have a manual, of course, because the truck's an auto. I want to have the best of both worlds. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, why do you drive an auto truck? Because I want to have the best of both worlds. That's my daily driver tire roasting machine, or at least that's what I want it to be ultimately. And I want my Camaro to be my handling machine that is a manual. Still not meant to be fast, only meant to be fun, though. But those are future plans that I just decided to disclose, because I feel like that's a big part of the channel, is that Camaro and the journey to getting it, because I really do love that car. I really do. There has to be a car that's in my fleet. At least, well, you know what? No, forget all that. It can't be in my fleet once. That has to be a car that I have in the family for forever. All right, like my uncle's Ghost. That's an old video. Scary Ride and a 500 horsepower Charger. Classic young Chevy truck video right there. So make sure you go and check that out too. But I want it to be like a car that I pass down to someone else. The truck is coming with me. Nah, you're burying me with my truck. Nah, y'all ain't keeping the truck. I think that's all I pretty much got for y'all. I just thought this would be a dope little video because, like, didn't really have much going on today at all. I'm really sorry about that. I really wish I could muster up the strength to do more, but, I mean, it is what it is. I get tired, y'all, because I really do try to push every single day toward, you know, getting the truck back, and I also try to do stuff for the YouTube channel to keep you guys entertained. So, and I'm almost at 500 subscribers, y'all, like, after so long. Like, I mean, I guess it's all good because I really just started consistently posting, so it only makes sense for me to grow. But it really did take pretty much a year before I could start consistently doing stuff with, you know, the motor that's sitting behind me and the truck that's sitting outside. So it only makes sense that it would take me this long, but I'm almost at 500. I'm almost halfway there to monetization. I know I won't make a lot of money doing this, but it'll just be nice to know that I have the option to, you know? So, and also Kevin Dean's birthday is tomorrow, so we're just going to be hanging out, vlogging, you know? So you guys will see that, and you'll hear him, you know, crack jokes on himself about being old or something. So I figured I might as well include that on the channel, and I figured, there's some of y'all who would really like to see that. So, like to see, you know, a more chill side of the family and more chill side of the Young Chevy Truck YouTube channel. So, yeah, so the truck won't be coming in this week, sadly. I might not even have a Friday video. I might not even have a Friday video this week, but it's all good. I still am so close to making it to my goal for the month, which is 500 subs. I'm still really close to making it to my goal, so I'm not even mad that I don't have all the uploads that I thought I would. So I only have 5 days. 5 days to get to 500. Oh no, 6 days to get to 500 subscribers. So with this post and tomorrow's post, and then Monday and Tuesday, I should be there by then. I should be there. So I really appreciate you guys watching, man. I know this video is getting kind of long. For those of you who stayed till the end, I really appreciate you guys watching because you motivate me to keep going and to keep making videos. And I'm sorry that I'm not going to have a Friday video this week, but it's just that it's just time, you know. So we're going to keep on trying. We got so much space in this garage now. The truck could definitely come in right now if we wanted it to, but I wanted to clear out some more so we have space to move about in here. I don't want to do an engine swap and, you know, and be super cramped while we're doing the swap. That's why I've been kind of waiting on pulling the truck in the garage because I just want a good amount of space to actually work on it. So that's why. So we're going to strive for next week to get it in here, and I'm going to strive to try to get this thing running before I got to go back to school because that time is coming back around, and then uploads are going to slow down a whole lot more, sadly. So that's why I'm trying to get all that I can out to y'all. But I could really probably sit here and talk all night about plans and everything. I'm going to let you guys go and let you guys go about your day. I'm probably going to post this at maybe like 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm sorry the post from last night was so slow because, like, I got so tired because I had to get up super early. I didn't realize it until it was too late when 12 o'clock was here. I just felt it all come down on me. I was like, oh, God. Because usually, like, I go to sleep really late, right? And I wake up really late, but I went to sleep late and woke up early, so I didn't get a lot of sleep. So it crashed on me, and I just had to sleep yesterday. So that's why the video came out so late. But tonight's video should be out by like 2 or 3. Because usually these videos are pretty easy to edit, so it should be coming out. But I'm not going to talk your ear off anymore. I'm going to let you guys go about your day. I hope everyone's having an awesome day. And I really appreciate you guys for supporting me the way you do. And just like that, this one's pretty much over, y'all. Big plans coming. Big plans coming for sure. And I really appreciate you guys watching, and I really hope everyone's having a good one. I hope everybody's bills are moving like magic, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.